Hey, Leo. Welcome to your September X reading. I hope you're all well, happy, and safe. Thank you for all the likes, shares, views, the subscribes. You guys are awesome and I appreciate you. If you're new to Soul Embers, hi, my name's Andrea. I hope you find whatever it is that you seek here and you stay for the journey. Leo, thank you for all the beautiful comments you guys leave. I love reading them. Not only am I nosy, but it helps me better connect with your energy. And I absolutely love seeing when other viewers jump in and are, inspired to, I guess, start a discussion, help each other out. That's what we're all about here. So thank you. Keep commenting away. Everything and anything you guys need to know how I go about doing my readings, the disclaimer, what to do if the message doesn't resonate, how timing and energy can be applied, and of course if you want to reach out to me for a personal reading, it's all in the description box below. So check it out and let's see, Leo, what is going on with this ex of yours? What brings you here, Leo? What do you want to know? All right, let's really get some Leo vibes happening in this space. Okay, so what's going on? What brings you here? Who am I connecting with? What is it that you'd like to know about this ex? What's their deal? How are they feeling about this situation? How are you feeling about this situation? What are they going to do? What are you going to do? What brings you here, Leo? Who am I connecting with? Oh, Leo, I've already shuffled, cleansed, and meditated on your energy. And I feel that the Leos that I'm connecting with in September, you know what you have to offer. And let me tell you, you are holding back from making any communication from this ex because you know that you have something of value to contribute. And if they can't see that, then it is their loss. And you're really standing proud, very, very conscious of your self-worth, and you're protecting your standard. I feel that when it comes to this ex, if you were to communicate with them, you would feel that you're letting yourself down, that you're dropping your standard on what it is that you want in your life. In order for this person and you to see eye to eye, they need to meet you at your vibration. I'm not saying that their vibration is lower or not great or, I'm just saying that you and them are on a different vibration, a different frequency. Okay, unless they tune into yours, you're not willing to tune into theirs because it's a path you don't want to go down. So, what do the cards have to say? Very, very nice, Leo. So what I'm getting here is that when it comes to you, you feel that you need to recalibrate yourself. You feel that you need to, you want to have a more balanced approach to your life. Whatever happened with this ex, there were aspects of yourself that you may have, I guess, neglected. And so now you feel that you really want to draw in all your energy, focus on yourself, and focus on making decisions that better align you, balance you out, and make your foundation, your inner foundation stronger. You're aware of it, you're working on it, and you're going to be taking action. There's a very, very powerful energy attached to this. It's almost like, yep, I know what happened here. I know where I overextended myself. That's cool. You know what? I'm just going to separate myself, make sure I get back to the amazing Leo I am, And then from there, I'm going to approach everything in a more balanced way. And I'm going to make sure that in the future, wherever I give, it doesn't throw me off kilter, doesn't throw me off balance. Meanwhile, the person that you're connecting with, pardon me, they are trying to figure out a way that they can reach out, or they can work on rebuilding this with you. You are more focused on restoring your own balance. They are more focused on rebuilding and not seeing the reality of what it is right now. Okay? They're not seeing that there were areas that were not healthy, which is why this no longer, you guys aren't together any longer. All they know is that they want to come back in, but they don't see that there's work that needs to be done, and I don't feel that they're patient. So they're just sitting there trying to figure out a way to come back into reconciliation with you. Sorry to say, if that's not something you want to hear, then this is not your reading, right? But they want to come back into reconciliation with you, and they're just thinking of a way that they can make that happen. How can I do that? How can I, better align with Leo? And they're missing what's happening right now and the opportunity they have to work on themselves. So let's dig a little bit deeper into this, Leo. Let's see, what is this about? Okay. So, Leo, it seems like I feel that you may have been the one that decided to end this, or stop investing in it. If it was a situationship or a relationship, whatever the case may be, the same does apply. You really looked at what you wanted to achieve and what brings you have this foresight, Leo, what will bring you the emotional fulfillment that you would like, and this is in a balanced way, in an overall approach. And you've looked at how much you invested in this person, and how it just seemed to not be growing in the direction that you wanted it to go. Now, each of you have a different story, and why the actual separation came to be, that final moment. Everyone's story is different, but you'll know what I'm talking about if the message resonates, right? So you decided that, you know what, no, this isn't working. I'm looking at everything that I've put in, and I've been waiting for you to measure up to the person you said you would be, to follow through, to bring things to fruition, and nothing is happening. So I feel that you've turned your back, and you're now looking towards, again, recalibrating yourself towards what it is that brings you that emotional fulfillment and that stability. And you're very strong, you're very controlled, you're very, very demanding of this, very objective. I feel that emotionally, you've kind of put your emotions to the side, Leo. Meanwhile, the person, this ex of yours, they really feel that, they're experiencing that whole victim mentality at the moment, where they feel that you made a decision to put something to an end, and they can't understand why, even though that may frustrate you hearing that. It doesn't connect with them. You may have told them, but they can't connect the dots, which is why they can't see what they need to work on to improve themselves, and what they're actually focusing on is coming back into reconciliation, rather than working on the areas that will allow the both of you to walk into that that same vision of what a happily ever after, let's say, looks like. They are missing your presence, Leo. They feel the weight that you once carried, they are now carrying. And it's almost like you completely cut off the you cut off the supply. That's what I'm feeling. You completely cut it off, and now they're left having to carry their own weight. They became very used to you supporting them, and that does not necessarily have to mean emotionally. Sorry, financially. What I feel is that you were key to their emotional well-being. You know, you really helped direct them. I'm just going to move the cards over a little bit. Yeah, you can see that. Oh, they're popping. So maybe, you know, potentially there was this, the choice that was made to walk away came about out of the blue. All of a sudden, there was a discussion that was made, and, you know, the more the discussion played out, the more you could see the choice needed to be made for you to move into a direction which will bring you that happiness that you were looking for with this person. I feel that the conversation got really heated. And it was a build-up for you, Leo. This was building up for quite some time. And it caused you, you know, that feeling of you were being held back from embracing a future because you felt that you were relying on this person to come to you with, I guess, to come to you with something that would take it to the next step. So if you're in a situationship, it's almost about making that commitment to each other, you know, really making the time to build the relationship rather than just having fun, taking it to that next level. I feel that when you were together, maybe things were great, but when you went your separate ways, you didn't trust what they were doing. You didn't trust that they would call or they would, you know, maintain a consistent communication, you know, and you were kind of, this is why I feel you may have overextended yourself, which threw you off balance. And then there's this discussion, which things were probably said that were very hurtful. And I think it was that person that said those things. And now they feel that they want to come in. They really want to work on this. They really want to, you know, they want to reach out and offer you some sort of an apology from the heart, right? And it's weighing heavily on them, Leo. They're missing what you brought to them, but they're missing the point. And the point is that they need to either come in correct, when I say correct, whatever correct looks like to you, or they need to move it along, because you're not going to feed them anymore. You're not going to emotionally boost them anymore or direct them. You're not going to further, you know, you're cutting off the supply. That's it. And I'm taking all of that and I'm looking at balancing myself out. I'm working towards my future. Right? So what message do we have for those of you that want to reconcile with this ex? Do you know what, Leo? You've seen me shuffle the cards. Aries got exactly the same cards in exactly the same spot. No freaking joke. Exactly the same ones. Same spot, same order. Oofed. They didn't get that card. All right. So for those of you that do want to reconcile, I feel that the opportunity is yours to take. You know, there is a promise here to take it from not knowing whether you want to further invest in it and not being certain about whether it's going to bring you the happiness that you seek, to taking this new opportunity, taking the action, and further building upon that and being invested in it. You know, really being invested and taking it to that next level, which will bring you what I'm seeing, you know, that desire for that home, for that stability, for that celebration, for that enjoyment of being in each other's company and in each other's space. So if you guys were dating and you wanted to move in together and it just never came about, they weren't doing what needed to be done to take it to that next level. If you weren't dating and, you know, you were seeing each other, or it was a bit of a situationship, making that decision for them to really settle down and make the commitment to you. I feel that Leo, and I keep saying Aries because Aries pulled out the same two cards, so I apologize. You might be dealing with an Aries. But I'm seeing here that, you know what it takes to bring this together. You really know what it takes. And the person that you're connecting with, or this ex of yours, needs to go through that cycle of really understanding and getting the clarity of how they're going to work towards this common goal. Because right now they want the same goal, but they don't have that discipline or that maturity I'm feeling, because they've never had to do it before, to apply themselves to make it happen, to put in that hard work. And Spirit is saying, you know what, they see themselves as your person, they see themselves as your equal. But the difference here is that they've been able to see themselves as your equal because you've been supplying them with the emotional support that enables them to, you know, keep this going. If you're now cutting out their supply, they are now left having to figure it out on their own, which is what needs to be done. And Spirit is saying that in the month of September, they're going to realize that in order for them to come and be your equal and bring this together, which is something you both want, mind you, you both want, okay? You know what? They're going to have to find, they're going to find the opportunity is going to be offered to them to really step it up and come with honesty, come with integrity, come with stability, come with clarity, come with answers. This is about approaching things with truth and justice and doing the right thing and putting in the work and taking ownership and saying, you know what? I see that you were supplying me all this time, and I know I became dependent on it. They're just thinking of ways that they can communicate this with you. So if they're going to have to communicate with this with you, they've been offered an opportunity now to work while you're in separation, to work on their strategy. How are they going to show you what they're about to come and tell you? And so this is a great time for them to do that. It's actually a very positive reading. Very positive reading. Now, for those of you that don't want to reconcile, I'm getting that for those of you that don't want to reconcile, you may have completely just separated yourself from them, or actually moving location. Uh, but more than anything, I feel that September is a time for you, Leo, with your love life, that you are taking conscious moves towards the future. You know, really gaining a lot of momentum and moving on from things that don't basically bring you inner peace or happiness. You are no longer stuck on anything. You are being guided by that passion that fuels your soul, literally. And you are coming up, you're thinking about, and you will definitely come up with a brand new, I guess, way of approaching things. Maybe you're feeling at the moment that you're still recalibrating, you're still balancing, you feel a little bit like their energy is pulling you in. And so come September, you will be moving out of that energy. You'll be focused on pouring all your intention into what brings you that happiness that you're looking for in someone else. And you're going to move towards really making sure that yesterday was absolute history. And even though you don't know what tomorrow brings, you're going to enjoy the moment for what it is. And you're confident, Leo, that you have what it takes to make the right decision without worrying, by being in the present moment and saying, you know what, I'm just going to move. Anything's better than what I was in. So I'm going to start moving, even if I don't know or I don't feel 100% confident about dating someone else, let's say, because this is about love, right? So dating someone else, but clarity will come, confidence will build as it's going to be this beautiful energy exchange inside of yourself, where you're going to be like feeling a little bit off balance. Let me take a step forward. Let me go on a different date. And then you'll feel the confidence rising within you, and you'll feel a little bit more balanced. Then you'll take the next step. And let me tell you, Leo, you've got opportunity, so much opportunity. I'm feeling that you will really start to embrace the love and nurturing that you have within you. You're going to find, you are going to see what your happiness looks like again. If you may have felt that you missed an opportunity here, you're going to find it. You will remember. Wow, really beautiful reading, Leo. Well, I hope you found... Oh, no, one more card. Give me a moment. Let's have a look at how you can go about... Oh, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so I feel that, you know, you're going to move into... you're going to embrace the aspect of you where you're truly understanding of others. You'll be very empathetic. Your heart space will be open. I have no fear in you being really salty over what's happened here and taking that into your future. I don't see that. That's so good, Leo. All right, so let's have a look at what energy you can embrace or surrender to really help you work with this in whichever aspect, whichever way you want it to go. Surrender obsessive thinking. All right. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Surrender it. Surrender the obsessive thinking. So the guidance we have for you for the month of September is, first of all, I want you guys to know that either way, you're going to be fine. And if there's anything, whether you choose that you want to reconcile, because I feel that opportunity truly does exist here, whether you want to or whether you don't, you are going to leap into action. There may be obsessive thinking, more so I feel for those of you that want to reconcile as to whether or not you're making the right choice. You don't want to compromise your standard. I'll go back to the beginning. You want to make sure the choice that you have made, okay, about this duality, about this partnership, about this balance, about having that person that vibes on, that's on the same vibration as you, that same frequency. There may be worrying about, you may be worrying about that because of what you've experienced with them. And so you may become a little bit controlling, Leo, because you don't trust that they're going to carry out what they promise. But remember, they have to do this. They have to take the responsibility. And if there's anything I have to tell you, it's if you choose to stop the supply so that they can step into their own and you can see whether or not they're able to reciprocate, you need to surrender that. You need to be okay with that, because controlling it will only disempower them further, make them feel that they can't do it, and you will yet again not trust them. Do you see the cycle? Okay, so if you make the decision, obsessing about it is not going to change the situation. You're just going to further control it and delay whatever it is the outcome is supposed to be for you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. If this message resonates and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading to explore this further on how you can work with building that trust, surrendering the obsessive thinking, trusting the process, all of that, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to do a reading for you. Contact details in the description box below. Also, the love readings have been released, so feel free to check them out. Also, there may be a message in that one for you too. All right, Leo, bye.